Naloxone. Do you have a kit? As overdose rates in Toronto continue to rise, the public needs to know about free, accessible harm reduction services that are offered to us.
So you might be wondering, what is this naloxone stuff? So naloxone is used to counteract opioid overdoses, but it will not work if opioids are not present. So naloxone actually would counteract the depression of the central nervous system and the respiratory system, which would then allow the user to breathe normally again. You do not have to be a medical professional to use naloxone. Anyone can use it, and it is free at your local pharmacy. Free. Please go get one.
The goal of harm reduction is to offer substance users a safe, non-judgmental choice about how they can minimize harms in their lives. In 2019 alone, there were over 1,500 confirmed fatal opioid overdoses in Ontario. 295 of those were in Toronto.
More people died in July 2020 from overdose than from COVID-19, 25 compared to 18.
In the first 4 months of 2020, paramedics responded to 1,307 calls of possible overdoses, 71 of which were deaths.
Before we show you how to use naloxone, you should know how to identify an overdose.
Loss of consciousness, unresponsive to being shaken or loud noises,
Cannot talk. Breathing and pulse has stopped, is erratic, or very slow.
Skin may look bluish purple, and for people of color it might look gray. Choking sounds.
Vomiting or limp body,
pale or clammy face, blue or purplish fingertips or lips.
So who should carry naloxone?
Finally, how to use naloxone. There are two different kinds. We are starting with the nasal spray.
Shout at the person and shake their shoulders to see if they are in fact overdosing.
Call 911.
Simply peel off the back of the package.
insert the naloxone into their nose, and push the button to administer.
Perform CPR and wait for EMS to arrive.
Then you roll the subject into the recovery position and wait for ambulance to arrive. Repeat steps 3 and 4 if the person has not started responding within 2 to 3 minutes.
Now that you know how to use the nasal spray, it's time to learn about the injectable. Step 1. You want to shout the person's name and give them a really good shake to see if they're in fact overdosing and to see if they're responsive to that. Step 2. You're going to want to call 911. Step 3. This is a vial of naloxone, and I don't have an alcohol swab with me, but what you're going to want to do is put the alcohol swab over the lid, and away from you, you want to break off the lid. And you want to use the alcohol swab so that you don't cut your finger. 4. Next, you're going to take a syringe, and you're going to fill the entire syringe with the vial of naloxone, the full dose. And next, you're going to take it at a 90-degree angle, and you can put it into their thigh, into their butt, or into their arm. Step 5, if they are non-responsive and still not breathing, you're going to want to perform CPR. Step 6, if they're still not breathing and they're unresponsive, you're going to want to repeat steps 3 and 4 and give them another dose of naloxone.
Although nasal spray may be more comfortable, it is 5 times the dosage of a regular injectable. Therefore, regular opioid users are more likely to go into a more severe withdrawal. The Good Samaritan law will protect you if anything were to go wrong, especially if you are a fellow drug user or carrying drugs on your person.
Remember not to judge. It's a person's choice and right to use. People still have the right to their lives and safety. Do not fault them for overdosing.
It's not that hard. Just go to your nearest pharmacy and pick up a kit.
It's free.
Did you hear that it's free?
For harm reduction, go ahead and get a kit. Try to save a life.